Let's start that again. Frogs. That's a word that begins with F. Can you think of a word that begins with F that's worthwhile saying right now? At the beginning of a live stream with no purpose. No purpose whatsoever. Why am I even doing it? The thing is, there's nothing to cook tonight. There's no need. There's no need for me to be cooking tonight because I cooked last night and the night before that and the night before that. And currently the fridge is stocked up with things for me to eat when I feel like it, when I get around to it. Yeah, that's the trouble. Cooking live streams, unless you're going to cook something that everybody's about to eat straight away, you're going to get a bit of a build-up of food. Never mind. Looks like I don't even need to do. I'm doing a live stream because for quite a few reasons. Would you like to know what they are? Yes, I'm sure you would. Number one, live stream. It's helping this channel grow. If I grow this channel, I can hopefully push some of those people that appreciate or like my style along to this channel here, which is why I'm wearing this t-shirt tonight. The other reason, or reason two, would be that I've had a few people asking, am I going to do another live stream? When am I going to do another one? Well, the answer is, I'll just do one now. I don't need an excuse. I can just do one, can't I? If you're going to turn up and watch, I might as well just turn up and do it. Reason number three is because it gives me an excuse to say, please press the like button and please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to start saying that. I got off the advice of somebody last night. Yeah, not somebody. Oh, sorry, I've forgotten your name. The Greenwood. Yes. I had a chat with the Greenwood afterwards about the live stream and how things are going and what I should be asking for. And the Greenwood is somebody who does quite a lot of live streaming. So there. Reason number 5, possibly. Or is it 6? Maybe it's 12. I don't know. Is I can stand around drinking cups of tea. Like it's worthwhile drinking cups of tea. And it is. It is worthwhile drinking cups of tea. It helps hydrate your body. It also helps you go for wee-wees a lot. So without further ado, why don't I open up the chat room and see who's here with me tonight, and what can we even talk about? Should I try and approach some difficult subjects or some easy subjects, or should I just ramble on aimlessly and endlessly about whatever just pops into my head? I'm going to be doing some of that anyway, but it's time. It's time to fire some interesting questions my way, should you want to do. Now, let's see who is here. And gosh, look at this lot already. That's amazing. Oh, by the way, and probably if tonight's live stream is anything like the previous ones, I'm going to need a moderator, because I don't think my 2 previous moderators are going to be able to be in tonight. So if you're up for it, and I know you well enough, I can't just let anybody do it, of course, then let me know. First up is James Sumner with how are you? Well, that's a good question. It's also not an easy one to answer, so I won't do. But I'm fine. Oh gosh. Blair is here as well. Oh, thank you, Blair, for turning up. And James is already asking questions. So James, James, who's either 48 or 53 years old, and I'm not sure which one he is, may just be in here to ask lots and lots of questions. So if you don't want to answer them, you don't have to do. It's fine. James won't take offence, will you, James? No, you won't. No, you can't join a live stream and take offence by people not answering you. It's just not going to work. Blair, don't feel like you have to answer all these questions. And also, come to think of it as well, James, we don't really want to be filling up the chat space by just endlessly asking questions like this. So I'm going to have to, right, just, yeah, no, that's another thing, James. There's nobody should be putting in their phone numbers in the chat, either me or anybody else. So please stop asking Blair for that. And we're going to have to move along quite a bit because there's all these comments there, really just James and Blair just talking to each other. So let's move down to here. Do you want to see a picture of my car? I do not care. Right, okay. Come on, stop this now. Stop this. This is way too far. Right, come on. We're almost there. No, we're not almost there. Right, okay. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to stop James. Right, James, I'm sorry, but this is just a little bit too much. So I'm going to put you in timeout for 10 minutes. Sorry about that, but you're becoming a pest, mate. Right, now then, let's see. I've spent about 2 minutes just dealing with that there. It's too much, that is. Dick Dastardly, with whom are we messaging? To whom are we messaging, Blair? Huh? Eh? Good evening, Captain and Blair, says Dick Dastardly. Diane Hook is here as well. And Cars with JC. Right, okay. Hang on, what did I do there? Oh, right, did I actually delete them all? I think I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. Well done. Right, you can come back, James. Obviously, I think you can still watch. You just can't comment for 10 minutes. So when you do come back, try and be a bit less weird. Okay? Captain, perhaps it's time to promote the PN t-shirts again. Yes, exactly. It would be time to promote them. The only trouble is with promoting things like t-shirts is that I don't really have the time to start dealing with people who want to buy them. And so if I was, I've got a lockup full of car parts. If I've got a lockup full of t-shirts as well, they're just going to end up going mouldy, aren't they? Andrew Buttygig, hello Mustard, and everyone in the chat. Hello, Andrew. Yes, Blair, I've actually just, as you've seen, just removed him for the moment. And yeah, you were very quick to get here as well. Right, I see. Right, so that means that I think James from the other day might have blocked a few people who were saying that you should stop asking so many questions. And that's why, Dick Dastardly, you couldn't see what was going on. But I can. Cars with JC, I'll be a moderator. That will do for me. Thank you very much. Managing moderator. There we go. Thank you very much. That means that you kind of stuck with being in it now, doesn't it? Steve Hulg is here. Hello. Oh, Skick. Yes, I second Joe. I don't know what you mean there. John Studley is here. Hello, John Studley from Skegness. In Skegness, are you? Interesting. Chris Bowen, evening, Paul. If you could go back to any point in time, where would you go? If I could go back to any point. Well, that's a good one. In fact, I'm going to just give you a serious answer here. I would probably go back to being about 20. Go back to being about 20 and actually make the most of being younger than I am now, and do all the things I should have done then that I just didn't get around to doing. And yeah, I missed out on quite a lot through being shy. I could go back to being 20 as I am now. I wouldn't be shy. I'd have a great time. I'd have lots more friends. I'd be much more influential. I would start a YouTube channel off earlier. Not when I was 20 because YouTube didn't exist. But if I could know about it, I would be there right when it started and do something straight away, as I am now, but much younger. Wait a minute, why aren't you not coming up as a moderator, JC? No, hang on, no, I have made you a moderator. How come you're not coming up in the thing? Right, okay. This was very awkward and uncomfortable, says Blair. Yeah, it was, and the only trouble is because you two were already in the chat room before I'd even got here, and I just started reading through it. I didn't actually know what was going on, but obviously, yeah, I think you've every reason to be just a bit annoyed by that chap, actually. So we'll make sure he doesn't do it again, okay? I'll make sure he doesn't. John Studley. Yes, Joe, I'm having a break from the Midlands for a week. Jane, right, there we go. Right, so that's the point at which I removed James's ability to comment. Take it as a big telling off, James. You know, I like to be inclusive of people, but you've got to behave yourself. It's as simple as that. Yeah, James was being a pest, asking stupid questions that aren't needed. What is your nationality? Right, it is British. Bad Books is here. Good evening. I don't see James or his messages. Perhaps he's blocked. I blocked him on a previous occasion, or he's blocked you. Would be probably even more like it. Pingu Concord is here. Hello again. Welcome to the live stream, Pingu Concord. Always good to have you here. See, Joe, one of the reasons you are getting good views is the ASMR thing. Doing simple things with no stress and doing it in a slow stages. I will be keeping an eye on you. Oh. Hang on, what's that? Right, okay, right. There we go. Right, so Dogs Forever has had a few comments deleted by Cars with JC. So, those were the worst kind of comments. So, Joe, what I'd like you to do for me, if you don't mind, is we'll leave in some comments, but if it's just repeating the same thing over and over, that's when we get rid. I don't mind a little bit of ever so slightly spammy things because it gives me the opportunity to talk back, and I like that. But yeah, that was a bit pointless, that meow pig thing. Meow pig. Moose sheep. I have big things for my channel, I promise, and I'll do as much as I can to keep in the pipeline. Howie X. Howie X. Yes, you was here the other day, wasn't you? Evening, or is it for you? Yes. Kerman. Hello there. Hello, Kerman. Right, yeah, actually, I tell you what, I can see why you've deleted so many of these messages. It is pointless, isn't it? Just saying the same thing over and over again. That is proper spamming, proper trolling. It happens when somebody's so lonely that they have to try and cause some sort of disruption somewhere in order to give them a sense of purpose. I presume that's what's going on there anyway. Presumably. I'd go back to 1987 to change things, says Howix. And what would you change in 1987? Right, here we go. Some Russian writing, is it? I think I can't understand any of that. I am very sorry. But what am I supposed to do? Orbs, hang on. Was it Orbs? Not sure Orbs has done anything too wrong there. Dogs Forever, we don't like chatting here, so I'll give you time for 30 seconds. Sorry. Don't have to be too sorry about it. And Zyke, what's a heart and a thing and another heart? I guess that was. Right. Okay, mustard, says Blair. Please don't spam the chat. Now, here's the good thing, you see, Joe. I should always have a little chat with the people who are going to be moderators, shouldn't I, beforehand rather than in the chat. But of course, what's good for y'all, what's good there is that you are way ahead of me. Once we start getting these kind of numbers on the go, why I'm getting these kind of numbers, I really don't know. It's bemusing me, but it keeps me coming back. Is that you can see way before I can what's actually going on, because I'm so far behind already. It's just bonkers, isn't it? How many cows have you seen today? Asks Pingu Concord. That's a good and serious question, and I'm going to say not that many, but I've seen lots of sheep and lots of little lammies and lots of dogs. Of course, living near the lake means people walk around the lake. It's a tourist attraction, and so they come to the lake from, I don't know how far they come from, to have a walk 3 miles or whatever it is around the lake with their dog, and their dog will always be happy to do it. Hey up, says Rover Joe. Rover Joe is here, and welcome, Rover Joe. Always good to see you, mate. And that is M with an 8 afterwards. Not mate as in M-A-T-E. No, that's old hat. It's got to be the new style mate. But I don't even think it's that new any longer, is it? In fact, I'm sure that M8 came about maybe 20 years ago. And some people use it a lot. So, John Studley. I needed a break for a while, mustard, to distress for a short time and recharge my batteries. I'm in a caravan. M8. There we go. See, John Studley is on the ball with mates. Good man. Do you like the art I did for you? Asks Blair. I know it wasn't very good, but I tried. I thought that was a very, very good effort, actually. Yes, very, very well done. I was really surprised as well. I was really surprised that somebody should want to draw a picture of me. I don't know why anybody would want to do, but you're welcome to do it if you really need to do. So yeah, thank you. That's very, very rather flattering actually as well. I like my spam fried, says Andrew Buttigieg, and then we're going to have some hellos from Cars with JC. Right, Dick Dastardly, can you actually speak Russian? And is it Russian, or is it just something that looks a bit like Russian, but not actually? You can answer this. If you can answer that, you could be my translator. Yep, and have a lovely time from me as well, John. Must be nice to have a holiday to help with these kind of things, to just stop everything else and just have a holiday. I think that's what I could do with, although I never allow myself. Right. The Russian chap was saying greetings from Russia. That's very helpful. And to the Russian chap, greetings from the UK, the United Kingdom, which is where I happen to be. Thank you for joining the live stream. And at this moment, while we have 111 viewers, I'm going to take the opportunity to say, please press that like button. It might make a difference, and it will certainly see my face light up when I see the thumbs up go from 7 to 8 or 10, or to 8 or to 12. And whilst you're at it, of course, do remember that I have another channel called Project Nigel, which is much, much better than this one. That is worthwhile having a look at. Chris Bowen, good answer. I'm really shy too. Watching you gives me the confidence to keep up the great work you're doing. That's interesting indeed. Yeah. So yeah, Chris, I grew up a very, very shy boy into a very shy young man, and I think the trouble is shy people do miss out on opportunities because they just don't simply put themselves in a situation where they can get out of life what they maybe deserve or what other people do. And for me, I think I still am. I am shy. If you put me in a room with 4 men, I'll be the one that won't be saying anything. But as I can't even hear any of you lot there, I am in charge, and for some reason I'm just more comfortable with that. I says hi. Yep, that's good. And Kaylee Whaley is here, who says hello, sir. Hello, Kaylee Whaley. I wouldn't be mad, but you can't trust me. I would be a mod, but you can't trust me, says Tyler Kennedy. Kaylee Whaley says, I'm your biggest fan, sir. Well, that's... Now, you might not really be. You might think you are, but there might be someone who's an even bigger fan. It's rather strange for me to think about somebody being a fan of mine. But there we go. I take that as a compliment, so thank you. Teddy Wants Cheese, and I'm sure I've seen Teddy Wants Cheese before. Hello. Teddy Wants Cheese is easily a 9 out of 10 for usernames. That's a brilliant... I should write these down. I should write them down, my favourite usernames. Yes, Teddy Wants Cheese. Thank you. You're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Let's reach that tonight, says Cars with JC. Wouldn't that be fabulous? What happens with these live streams is the numbers go up quite a bit, and then they carry on going up after the live stream is finished. And then over the course of the next, usually 12 hours, they drop down. So whether YouTube is then detecting some fake accounts and just slinging them out, I don't know. Because it's the same with the numbers on the live stream. You finish off, and it starts off at 0, and then they just gradually go up for about 12 hours, and you find out how many people have watched. Would you consider using your HGV license? Asks Skick. Maybe do some part-time work. I have thought of that. The only trouble is with that is I've gone back to an agency from time to time, and you very, very quickly end up in a situation where they don't want you to do 1 or 2 days. They want you there for the week, and they don't just want you there for the week. They want you there at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and they don't want you going home at 4. They want you going home at 6. So before you know it, I'm back in the situation where my time is completely consumed, and this and the Nigel thing would basically it end going, and I really don't want that to happen. I can tolerate not being rich if I think I've got a future doing something, and I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. I've got to just keep on going. Are you the real Techno Viking? Oh, thank you, says Blair. You're very welcome for that. The real Techno Viking was a much more muscular man than me, so probably not. Windy Miller is here as well. Sup? Good to have you here, Windy. Google translated it, says Dick Dastardly. Wondered whether you did that, but well, that's good, isn't it? I'm noticing. I'll come back to this afterwards, but somebody can help with this. The other day, when I finished doing my live stream, there was a segment that YouTube had turned into a video for me, and I don't know how I did it. Whether it was me doing something on one of these things up here. There's like 4 icons. There's like a circle, a repeating thing, and then a colour thing, a microphone, and then something else. Whether pressing one of those would make that happen again. Do you remember me from yesterday? Asks Kaylee Whaley. Or is it? Yes, Kaylee. I do actually. Yes, I do. I remember most people, especially when they say things like being big fans. I mean, that's really fueling my ego somewhat. Local skip would suit you. Average pay £120 a day. That's quite a good amount of money, actually. Are you in Scotland? Asks Windy Mill. Windy Mill. And Windy Mill. I wish it was. Louise Chillers. Or is that Killers? It's Chillers, isn't it? Or Sillers. Is it Chillers, Killers, or I'll just call you Louise. You now have 119 views. Thank you. Or viewers, in fact, it was. Blair says, I want to say sorry. Well, I did not attend yesterday's live. my internet was weak, and I had some. Oh, wait a minute! No, nobody has to be sorry for not turning up, especially I. There are more important things to do than doing, watching live streams. So I'm doing this because I'm getting some sort of kick out of it. I'm enjoying seeing people being here. I really don't expect anybody to feel sorry for not being here. So please don't feel sorry. Yuana Shabbies. Right, okay. Hello, I have a quick question. Which NFL team do you like? And that is a reference to American football, isn't it? Of which is another one of those things that I have absolutely zero interest in, so I can't even begin to answer that question. I am sorry. But I'm not so sorry that I'm going to start watching football because I can't. I can't see what's so good about it. Simple as that. Well, Dremel Cheeseburger says 989 subscribers. You are close. Joe is close as well. As a race. Now, don't tell me how many more subscribers I've got because it's one of those things where it's a nice surprise to just have a look. So, it's like opening a present. I finished the live stream. Speak the words out, man. I finished the live stream and I have a look and I see what's happened. Is there anything exciting? Well, tonight really is the one, isn't it? Because I could finish this off and I can fling my arms in the air at the milestone of 1,000 subscribers, or I could be feeling a bit deflated that I haven't quite got there. So let me have that little bit of joy. You should become a skip driver for the skip of the yard. Then you could leave the gates open, berate yourself. I could do, yeah. Or I could come into the yard and not complain about there being too many cars. Yep, you can see the art on Blair's channel. Windy Miller says, I was going to do this, right, don't want this falling off. I should use a proper tripod, I guess. Then I won't get this problem, would I? I've spent all afternoon cleaning the patio. Hour after hour, scrubbing and then squirting. And it's all a little bit better. I'll have to do it at least once more. I did that last week, but I used the jet wash and it's much easier. Your biggest air conditioner, says Tyler Kennedy. Okay, John Studley, how are you, mate? Why do you need to be a skip lorry driver? Well, I don't. I think Skip was just giving an example of what the pay's like. Don't know why. It wasn't anything like that when I was doing it. Can't really read what your name is there, but Prayer Subber. No, I don't know. You will do, Joe. Yours is going very well. Joe's channel, by the way. If as we're interested in, there's Cars with JC, my moderator for tonight, and any other time he happens to come in, has a YouTube channel called Cars with JC because that's his username. And if you like men from Cornwall waxing lyrical about cleaning their car, it's worth a look. He's a very jolly chap. Joe, you will be soon, yes. Right, Giga Chad. Was it Giga Chad? I can't remember. I'm back. Good. You speak Italian. I don't speak Italian. I speak English. I can't actually speak Italian. I suppose I could pretend to be speaking Italian, but other languages was never my thing. I just never really got into them, I'm afraid. Are you getting pissed up again? Asked Tyler Kennedy. Well, no. And do you know what? Last night I had 2 beers in a live stream. Well, I had a beer and a half. That's not. I can't get pissed up off 2 beers. Come on, I'm a man. I'm a man with a bit of girth, and it would be impossible, even if it was something like special brew. Not gonna get pissed up, am I? No, I have to try a lot harder. Oh, incidentally, I have had some beer brought down to the yard for me today by a chap called Rob, who went away with some bits. 9 away. Oh no, don't spoil it for me, Joe. I worked for a driving agency in the 90s. Multi-drop wagon. She's the worst job in the world. Yeah, well, the last time I did agency work, it's very easy to get work. There are companies out there that desperately need drivers of HGV drivers, drivers for HGV, but they are quite demanding. That's the trouble. Evening mustard and other organisms, says Stephen S. Paul. I understand the Arabic language, says Blair. If someone comes in who speaks Arabic, I can translate it. Well, that's very good, actually. That's very good. Thank you. Can anyone here speak Spanish, asks Windy Miller. Apparently I can. Yeah, right. Sillars then. It is Sillars, isn't it? Louise Sillars. You're not going to tell me off now and say, no, it's Killers. Can we see the fish, asks Windy Miller. Yeah, let's do the fish afterwards, though. Misha Ahmad. Can you see Misha? I like your hair, by the way. Well, thank you. I like your name. Can you say water bottle? Asks Kaylee Whaley. Water bottle. Did we have this one yesterday where water bottle, how you should say it? For me, the Cockneys get it all wrong. They don't pronounce their T's, do they? So they won't say water bottle, it would be water bottle. So they have the glottal stop instead of a T sound, which is just a bit scary, I think. Okay, sorry. What are you sorry for, Blair? Can you say hi, Misha? Hi, Misha. Oh, right, okay, yeah, you can speak some of that, can't you? Oh, right, cheeseburger. That's a bit naughty, that. My favourite NFL team are the San Diego Sheepshaggers. I never knew they had one called that. Okay, I won't mention your sub count. Maybe you get this then. Maybe you get this as it's just a bit exciting, isn't it? What I need now is for these views to carry on going up. The views are actually okay. It's the actual watch time that's way behind, because I'm relying entirely on live streams, and most people seem to sort of pop in and out, and I'm getting obviously quite a few that are sticking, like Blair, for example, and Kaylee Whaley, which is great, and you guys that know me from the other channel. But the time spent watching is still quite small. It is 20 past 9. I could put a beer in the freezer, couldn't I? I could do. Do you reckon I should? I don't know. I have got some more video editing to do afterwards. I've got a video up on the other channel ready to be posted live afterwards. It's not a very long one. It's only about 7.5 minutes long, but it's still a video, isn't it? Ooh, gosh, I had a funny dizzy head just then, just for a second. Paul does drive a skip. Fred the Shed. Amanda Bach. Lolly. Elliot Lowry. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Elliot. The Carton. Can I have a shout out, please? Yes, you can. Are you still here? quite a few taking my birthday is yesterday, says the Elliot says thank you to somebody, I'm not sure who. Oh, what? Oh, I don't know what I just did then. I think I might have just accidentally made somebody a moderator. Mustard likes men from Cornwall. Here we go again. Happy birthday to yesterday. It's my birthday this year, says Dick Dastardly. I know. I don't know when your birthday is, but I know it's definitely this year. Happy birthday for this year, and from me as well. Yeah. Mighty Cat Mods is here. Hello, Mighty Cat Mods. No, I'm not a killer, says Louise Sillers. Louise Sillers. Now, that must don't trip off the tongue too well, does it? Louise Sillers. Louise Sillers. What ooze? Oh, are you high? Asks Pink Crocs. I'm not having one this year, so I can be forever young. Ah, I see. Dakuleg is here. Hello and then bye. Well, thanks for dropping in. Just watched your yard video. Doop-de doop, dibbity doopa doopa doop. That, not sure what that means, but that'll help, I'm sure. Not like John Morrison or any other of those Forever 21 guys, though. The comment section is horrendous, says Cars with JC. It's not, it's only a few. I think the trouble is, one started, who's a friend of mine, which is the Agatha man. And he made a comment which, to be honest, had a few bits in there that I do disagree with. Well, actually, I kind of disagree with quite a bit of it. But he was polite in the way that he said it. And it must have reflected quite a few other people were thinking, and they all just jumped on the bandwagon, didn't they? And of course, it opened up it opened it up for the more trolley types that never ever comment. Maybe it's because they were new. I don't know, but I've never seen any of them before. Joe, some fellow YouTubers' comments surprise me. Still need to read the comments. Well, it's rather exciting. I got to go now, says Louise Chillers. Sillers. Okay. Dino Dad, hello, what's cooking? And the answer is nothing. Nothing. I'm not doing any cooking tonight because I've made too much food. And there's too much food just knocking about, ready for somebody who's hungry to eat. And I'm not hungry because I've eaten. What did I eat though? Oh, I made a burger. I made a burger tonight. I had to go doing the weird burger that I did the other week that was brilliant. Except tonight it wasn't. I don't know what I did wrong with it. Oh, right, okay, now we're talking about the comments in my video. Mecky's breakfast today. Oh. Hi Ross, how's the Australian winter? I like humorous comments, says Windy Miller. We know you do. And you always do many a humorous comment. Can you say Bolty's World is the best channel on YouTube? Yeah, I can do. It's just that I wouldn't actually be telling the truth, would I? It's the second best. Oh, right. Joe's directing everybody to my video, not to watch it, but just to read the comments. Come on. Read the comments, but then watch the video, I reckon. Watch the video. That's the video is actually quite good. I like the video. Autumn, 15 degrees this morning. Will warm up. Mrs. Miller has ordered me some pineapple jam. Has anybody had pineapple jam? And if it's so, is it nice? Well, I guess it's jam that tastes like pineapple. Steve Perry is here. Hello, Steve Perry. Never seen or heard of such a jam. Me neither, actually. It's exciting times. Do you spread it on a pineapple? Oh, good point. Yeah. Do you have any cheese in the fridge you would like to show us? Oh, no, that is a good point, actually. Yeah. Slam the cheese down and declare the cheese slam down. I was so sad to read as you never get a lot of bad comments. I don't really know. I think I've been very fortunate. I'm going to have to sit down, I think. I might sit down in front of the fishing friends, and then I'm also closer to the kettle should I decide I want another cup of tea. Yeah, you're right, Joe. I don't really get negative comments. I've had a few, but they've been very few and far between. So I figured that I'm either very lucky or I don't really give anyone any reason to be annoyed. I'd like to think it's that. Oh, not the proudest nut, says Big Chris. Any beer reviews coming, asks Carls with JC. That's a bit further away. No, not really. I keep thinking I should be doing them, but the trouble is, if I thought it'd be good to do a live beer review, but I just get too distracted drinking it and just talking about something else. I might have to put my glasses on as well. I'm going to put, maybe I should wait till 10 o'clock, actually. But oh no, gosh, I've got one in there. Well, that's a treat, isn't it? Having a beer. Oh, I'm not going to get pissed though, if that's what anybody thinks. Glasses. 40 minutes in, that's when the eyes start to ache and I start to become an old man. Pizza is always good, unless of course it isn't, says Dick Dastardly. Oh, hang on. Pineapple-y. Can something be too pineapple-y? Well, I suppose pineapple. If you had pineapple with pineapple puree, pineapple concentrate spread evenly on the top, that would be too pineapple-y, wouldn't it? Especially if you don't like pineapple that much, which I think Dick Dastardly may be. Oh. I've daddy issues with my dad, and I'm attracted to older men. My classmates bully me and make fun of me because I suffer with daddy issues. How do I get rid of their bullying? Asks Blair. Well, that's a tricky one, actually. I think really by giving very little attention or response to people that try and bully you on such a thing would probably be the way. Bullies are basically just attention seekers. And so if you give them that attention, even if it's by responding, by being annoyed with them, they're getting what they want. So as simple as it sounds, what you need to do is actually just not engage with them. Rowan, do you support Therians and furries? No, I don't. No. Steve Perry off Old Top Gear. That's Berry. Oh, the Greenwood is here. Oh, gosh. Hello, chaps. And the main mustard. How the devil are we tonight? Well, very, very well. And it's good to see you here. I wasn't expecting you to be back, actually. Thank you for joining. Hawaiian pizza is the best. Hawaiian pizza is the one with the pineapple, isn't it? Ham and pineapple. And there we go. Oh, do you? Oh, right, okay. Love747 says, I know where you live. Well, maybe you do. But, gosh, that's weird. I felt like a rumbling under the floor then, almost like the floor was about to collapse. That wouldn't be good, would it? That's really odd. because it's a solid stone floor. I wonder if there's an earthquake going on somewhere. Like in Britain. Doesn't really tend to happen, does it? Right. The music on the Yard video is great, particularly the song. You should expand it. Tribulation fertilizes creativity. It does, yeah. Well, that's where my channel is a bit different from other car channels, isn't it? As I just make up my own music for it. A lot of the time, I make it at the time for it as well, which is makes it even more unique, I suppose. But it's not for everybody. Some people just think it's stupid. In fact, there was one chap who said to me, "Oh, yeah, I like your videos, but my wife doesn't like your music." And I thought, well, I'm not going to stop for that. I'd stop telling your classmates about daddy issues if I were you. Yeah, I would as well, actually, come to think of it. Oh, sorry, I've got to... Hello, little fishies. Hello, little fishies. Tricky subject to broach in a chat. It is actually kind of caught me out a little bit there, to be honest, but I like a challenge. Do you know it takes 18 months for a pineapple to grow and then the plant dies? I didn't know that actually, but it's another useful bit of information. Well, it's not that useful to know that, but I like bits of nuggets of information like that. Hello, Joe. Full of the lurgy, been asleep most of the day. Gosh, I wonder how long it's going to last. I'm sure I felt like wobbling again then. Maybe there's like some extra big trucks going by somewhere. Rough Joe, no. It's the fish. Right, Steve Perry says, how's periwinkle? I actually found out there is such thing as a periwinkle. It's a sea creature. I should have looked at that. Where is periwinkle? There. Hang on, was it the rummy nose, wasn't it? The smallest of the rummy noses, which is there next to which you can't see, because they tend to hang about over there. They're like that white rock thing there. There we go. The two rummy noses. There's the small one and the other one as well. They're having a great time together. I've had to start drinking black tea. The hot milk gives me a sugar spike. That's a sign of diabetes on the way, is it? Oh, James Sumner's back. Hello, welcome back, James Sumner. I hope you'll behave. I didn't know that, Pingu. That seems somehow sad. It does seem a bit sad, doesn't it, really? Black tea, coffee is the only way to go if you ask me. I don't know. I think, well, it's a difference of opinion to what I have. I can't drink either of them without loads of milk in. Not loads, but some. And I do drink enough tea to know what I like. Big Chris, what's your opinion on Andrew Tate? Well, that's another interesting question, actually. I'm not getting drunk the Greenwood. No, I'm at one can of beer. One can of beer. Come on, leave me alone. Don't be mean to me. My opinion on Andrew Tate. That's a tricky one, because I've heard him talk about some stuff and I think, yeah, actually, I think he's got a point there. But then other times he does come across as being a misogynist, but then he explains that as well. And I think, well, yeah, that's not too bad. I'm not going to say too much about him because I know he's not been the best of people. But then again, I don't know that much about him. All I've seen of Andrew Tate has been a few shorts on Instagram. That's really it. How is your fish? How are your fish, says James. They're all okay. Black tea is better. Remember the rules, says Joe to James. It's annoying with us. Fed up with their bullying. Just No, it's not COVID. Not COVID. It seems to be identifying such. What do you think of him, Big Chris? Are you a fan? Good point, actually, yeah. Beer time. Beer time. It's your fault, Joe, because you mentioned beer and that made me think of beer. But whereas beforehand, I was just thinking of tea. So can I blame you and say it's all Joe's fault that I am currently having a beer, and we'll all agree on that, including you, Joe, but not so much you. If everybody else agrees that it's Joe's fault that I'm having a beer, then I'll be happy with that, even if Joe doesn't agree. What's your name, says James Sumner. Right, James Sumner, I'm going to ask you a question. Every time you ask a question, I'm going to ask you one. What do you do for a living? Most bullies were bullied themselves, says Dino Dad, and I also believe that to be the case. That it's how they live, isn't it? They get bullied, they do bullying. They think that's the way to go around and making friends and influencing people. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of bullies that get out of that cycle and end up not being bullies any longer and become better people because of it. But probably most of them don't. Do you remember me? I'm Violet. Also looking good as usual, says Violet Morgan. Thank you very much. I do actually. Yeah, I do remember your name. And welcome here. I think what Mustard says is essentially correct, but it's not easy. It's not easy. That's why it doesn't necessarily come natural to you. Edited by Comrade Zuzman. That's a good name. I like that one. I will give that one a 7 out of 10. Hey, I wasn't expecting to be back. I'm not that easily scared, says Greenwood. 1 star shorts. Hi, can I have mod? What do you mean, can you have mod? Gary Enlow is here. Gary Enlow. I'm having whiskey Antes. Hello, Gary. Dixon Mays. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Dixon. My pronouns are git, pull. I don't know what that means, but it's quite, it amused me, obviously. You need an agony uncle channel with mustard proops, says cheeseburger. That's rather confident of you. I'd give it a go, but it is out of my comfort zone. But then again, that's where I think we should all be heading for, is something where you're challenging yourself to find solutions to things off the cuff as well. Edited by Comrade Zuzman, new here. Welcome, Comrade Zuzman, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it will make you feel better. Thumbs up from Gary. Brilliant, geez. Yeah. It's my birthday again. When they get older, bullies will feel very bad about what they did when they were young, so they act with dignity and do what you think is right. You'll feel better in the long run. James, I guess you know Gary, don't you? I've ignored them for a whole year, but they still bully me. They throw papers at me and say weird. Well, they're rather sad people then, really. That's the thing. I mean, it's... Obviously, there's a difference between physical and mental bullying. Mental bullying, you can actually work around by just understanding that they are actually less capable people than yourselves. Physical bullies, because you just have to often end up having to tough it out and end up having to fight with them or something. But I'm glad that's not the case. Violet Morgan says, my pronouns are Pooh and Violet. James, gosh, what is this? Gary, are you married? Did you answer my James, I wonder? Pop. It's my birthday, 10th of April. Pop. Doc. If my wife doesn't like Mustard's music, then change the wife, says Cheeseburger. My music on the video seemed to attract quite a lot of people who like curious music. So, well, I think it's a good reflection on what the videos are like. Anyway, did you know that bananas are seedless? Says Andrew Buttigieg. Thanks to Mr. Tim's banana facts. That is well worthwhile knowing. Whiskey and Red Bull, says James. That's a bad drink, that is. I mean, Red Bull, any kind of energy drink with alcohol, I think is a bad mix, personally. But well, it's not just my opinion, it is a bad mix. So I reckon you should stop. And if you're going to have any kind of drink that includes alcohol in it, you're best off with good old beer. That's the least bad for you. If your comments is just edited by Comrade Zeusman, who originally wrote it, yeah. Chat, is this real? Says Avereeb. It's real enough, yeah. It's real enough. If the wife doesn't like Boaty, she should one do then. What's the blue thing in your fish tank? The blue thing in the fish tank. What is it you can see that's blue? Give me that there. If you do, I'll tell you now, just in case you do. On the other side of there's an LED strip lamp, and I filled the tank up to that level, and I put this bit of gaffer tape along there to stop it from being blinding. You don't want the water all the way to the top, because then the lamp would be in the water, which obviously you don't want. But you also don't want to sit here squinting at the thing or doing that. So the gaffer tape carefully placed there. I think that's what you're asking. Skik says a bully's main objective is to make the victim feel as bad as they feel. Not only reason, but one of them. And that's a good point, actually, Skik. It's good. You need to understand a bit of the psychology of bullies to actually be able to defend yourself from them. I told the head teacher, but she didn't care. I think that probably sometimes they don't really. Maybe in some schools they want the people to sort it out for themselves. I don't know, or I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't care. Normally, bullying is one of those things that's stamped out pretty aggressively. That's scary. Someone says, "I know where you live," and then the house starts moving. Yeah. Oh, starting to feel a bit cold, actually. Yeah. Can you believe it? You have dead fish, says Violet Morgan. Where? No. No, you might be looking at something that looks like it might be a dead fish, but I haven't. DC, tea is the best. Yes, it's the best when you want tea anyway. Blair says, I know it's a weird topic to discuss, but today they went too far and threw balls of water at me. Yeah, you can't really retaliate by just doing the same thing, because then it doesn't really. It's a fight then, isn't it? Rather than one person being picked on. Personally, I've never had any experience with bullying myself, because I never got any of it. but I probably wouldn't have been very good with it because I wasn't very good at just saying what I think. Whereas now I would be. If anybody was to try and bully me now, I'd be most likely much sharper than what they are, and they'd end up feeling stupid and then go away. I think that's what you need to do. If you use your quick-wittedness and intelligence to combat them, that's what I would suggest if you can. Do you consider yourself a wise man, asks Big Chris. Not really, no. No, I consider myself as a rather silly chap most of the time. I don't use milk at all. I think it's revolting. I like cows, though, says Dick Dastardly. I'm a normal guy, says D. Now, I'm a normal guy. Is that an interesting name? Is that a good name? I think it might be a bit. I think that might be a 7 out of 10. Mrs. Miller is lactose intolerant, and as a result, we don't have very much dairy in the house. I rather enjoy black tea, and putting milk in seems weird now. Saving lactose for cheese. You can't give up cheese. Cheese is the really good stuff, isn't it? Type 1 diabetes, it's a prick, 6 injections a day. Gosh, that's not nice. That's not nice. I don't envy that at all. Sick, says I am a normal guy. Slime Gatcha, how old are you? I'm a cathedral. Cathedrals. CGB123, Trump or Biden? Neither really. No, I don't fancy either. I'll just stick to a beer, I reckon. Blair, why do you go to school on a Sunday? That's a good question, actually. Where do fish keep all of their money? In a riverbank. Very nice one there. Because that's when people go to church. Slime, where was you before? That's an unusual thing to say. Right. Blame me, lol. Yeah, yes, James C. Blame Joe for the beer. I think we're all agreeing that is a good idea. It's a normal school day. What country is that? It's not holiday here, it's a weekend. What country is that? Lots and lots of capital letters here from Slime Gatcha. It makes it a bit more difficult to read, but I will do anyway. I put my faith in Jesus, my rock of which I stand. He's faithful through generations. How could he fail now? He won't. And a wink as well, which does make that really rather disconcerting. I mean, I don't mind being lectured at, but a wink afterwards? I can't say. I don't think I've ever given anybody a wink. I remember being a small boy and some chap with a flat cap who was being very friendly with me just went like that. I thought, oh, what's that for? Why are you doing a wink at me? And so I've always found a wink to be a rather creepy thing, I suppose. But I know it's not. It's a secret. I don't like telling where I live. You don't have to tell where you live. Raja. Ever give your fish human food like chicken nuggets? Well, obviously not. They don't eat chicken nuggets, do they? And one chicken nugget would be probably enough to actually poison the tank. And it's not really human food anyway, is it? It's just, well, I mean, humans eat chicken nuggets, but I mean, chicken nuggets out of like a frozen carton thing? Yeah. My mum died yesterday, says Peaceful Stingray, and that is awfully sad. Awfully sad indeed. Now, I might just have to go and just stick a jumper on, actually. 1 second. I won't be long. No, I just put this on because I'm getting a bit cold. I'm not finished now. Don't know why it suddenly got cold. Oh gosh, look at that. I nip off upstairs and all the views go up. Maybe going upstairs is a bit more appealing than watching me talk. Maybe. Trumpet or bid it. Sundays, normal school days here. Or crab sticks. Zara Malik says, hail. My mum was murdered, says Peaceful Stingray. Whereabouts are you from? Because that's a rather tragic thing, isn't it? Chloe Harrison, hi, missed you, you know. Right, fantastically. Phono Ouija board. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah, I am James says, oh, right. Right. Now, listen, I spot what's going on here is anytime we have a lady turn up, James wants to talk to them. No asking for numbers again. There we go. He's off again. He's going to be on the naughty step again. I like my rum and lemonade, says Violet Morgan. Open Nanor. Why do you bleach your skin? You were much prettier when you were black. Who do you think I look like? James is going to be off again, isn't he? Dan Chilanga, Jesus loves you. I'm sure that's true. For some reason, yesterday my dad came round for dinner and farted in my beer. Well, that's what dads are supposed to do. I think that if they're there to test your patience and annoy you. If they're not doing that, they're not doing proper dad things, are they? I know that when you can die of potassium. Oh, I did not know that you can die of potassium if you eat too many bananas. But I also. Oh no, sorry. I did know that you can die of potassium if you eat too many bananas, but I also know that you can't eat bananas fast enough for the potassium to kill you. I once heard a story about somebody eating a really big banana every day and he got ill because of it. Mr. Nuggets, I'm from Antarctica. Right, so yes, totally with Cars with JC. Stop asking personal questions. You've already been put on time out because of this. I love when people call me poo and understand BCI stink. Do you have the internet in Antarctica? Or bananas? Have you tried bathing? Negroes. I see, yes. I've seen this one the other day. Mike who cheese stain key. I used to bully myself in school, says Tyler. Was that beer? Asks Zara Malik. Was that beer? Do you mean this? Yes, that's beer. There's beer in a glass there and I'm going to glug it down. I'm actually going to drink it slowly and enjoy it. I'm going to glug it down. That's what you do when you want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. I just want to enjoy it. I will do. And you can watch me enjoy it by sitting back and watching the live stream and watch me drink beer. Don't forget to like. Don't forget. Come on, people. Come on. Do you bleach your skin? That one's the same comment again. It's sleeping. Shagged out after a long swim. Comment of the day from Open Nanor. Open Nanor Mustard doesn't own Michael Jackson anymore. Joe does. That's a good one. Well done. SML Puppets. Wasp. Joe Humphrey. Hi. All French wine is actually American. I'm having soup with a detonator. Did you mean to write that? Because that's brilliant. Mayra, can you name a car? Yes, I can. I could call it Terrence. Cheese is the best. One cold brother. Hope life is treating you good. It's treating me okay, I suppose. Yes, you can. Actually, you've got the same kind of thinking as I have, Wendy Miller. Smeg on toast. Mr. Nuggets, I'm from North Korea. I have a joke. Can you guess the answer? Asks Taylor. Hi, besties. I can't. I don't know what the joke is yet, but you could start. Skick says, no alcohol from me. Sooner the best. I can be without hangovers and mind-changing depressive drug. Well, there's a lot of retracted messages going on with my mods. Sky, can you please say? So, can somebody tell me what Gaiat is? Because there's another one of the things that just keeps coming up, Gaiat. And I don't want to go searching for it on the internet afterwards because I'll forget. In the meantime, I will have completely forgotten about it until I next do a live stream, and then somebody will say it again. And I'll think, oh gosh, I didn't even look that word up, and is it important? Do you eat soup? Asks LS. And the answer is yes. Yes, or do you drink it? I suppose it depends on how thick it is. The soup that I made yesterday was far too thick to drink, so the answer is no. Yikes! Hi, Roblox Gaming 12. How are you live? Yikes! What is your name? Yikes! Windy Miller thinks. Well, do you think it's funny when people put washing up liquid in fountains, or do you think it's mindless vandalism that should be punished with a birch? I don't know about birching, but it is. Is it funny or not? I suppose it depends on what else is in the water there, really. Me, old boys used to wink at me and as they say, see, you and nothing more. How are you live? Drink. Right, okay. This one from yesterday. Right. They're always tricky it's like you got to learn to read again with some of these usernames, really. Tom Obama just, and I think yesterday I just called you Tom, or Tom Berber. I think that was it. Tom Berber, that's who you are. How do you keep your beard looking so good? I don't. It doesn't look good, does it? Come on. No, I trim it up a little bit. I don't get it right, and then I leave it. Satellites. Gosh, they're keeping you busy, aren't they, Joe? Satellites are no joke. Serious business. Can you take the hoodie off slowly? Jumper. He normally wears a high-vis jacket. Itch. Hey, can you show your fish? And yes, I can. I can, but then it's a bit difficult to see me, isn't it? So they're kind of always there a little bit in the background, and that's how it works, I reckon. Works best. Lucy's better too, says Daddy. Cam's Arista, the old grunge. These live streams are the best. They're mad, says Windy Miller. They do go a bit mad, don't they? And that's what's good about them. That's why I like them anyway. Layla Alderman, hello. I don't see James. I think he's blocked me, probably because I ain't a he's got the hint actually. Do you know what the best thing about this school is? My last year there, and I will go to another school. I hope there are no bullies there. Judge. Hello to you, Captain of the random live chat messages. No, Stephen S. Paul's laughing at. Please grate me. Please grate me. Grate me. Great itch. I'm eating soup for you. That's very good of you. Bob is a life. Bob is a life. Bob is a life, you know. Greet me, please. Hello, itch. I've already done it, haven't I? Oh, I'm making my face itchy by mentioning your name. I don't want to have an itchy face. But, you know, hello. Antonio America Peria. Hello. Bob's alive. Hello. Oh, smashing pistons. Hey up, Paul of the Tinterwebs. Welcome very much indeed, Smashing Pistons, also known as Simon. Simon's got a much more impressive beard than I have. And if you want to see his beard, go and have a look at Smashing Pistons. Ooh, Eduvigus Bruno. They're awful. When was this then? When did all these people come in? Are they all gone again now? I bet they have, haven't they? Hello, Bobber and Antonio. Beverly Burgett, or is it Burgett? Hello. That's more Russian that I can't understand. And more comments being deleted. Salen, say my name, please. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Salen. Caelyn. Glad you're enjoying yourself, Stephen S. Paul. What's your name, Salen? It's pronounced Caelyn. Okay. Welcome. Sorry, I'm not laughing at your name. It's just Windy Miller does say some rather funny things from time to time. Dino Dad, hey, Simon and regulars. Hey, Caelyn, pronounced Caelyn. Another strange one. 900, let's just call you 900. Hi. I was just NEC. Big DS Wiggin. I'm always a little bit surprised by the amount of people that just pop up just to ask me to say their name. It's almost like it's a challenge. What happens, right? Oh, I know. I'm going to go into this live stream where this chat can't pronounce people's names, and I'll think of a new username that's practically impossible to understand, and see what happens. Big DS Wiggin. Have you ever had a beer through a drip? Asks Tyler Kennedy. Don't know what you mean, but no. Manuel Prito, what kind of fish do you have? I have lots of fish. I'll tell you what, for anybody who's interested, right? Diamond Tetra, Rosy Barbs, Platies, the long one there, forgot what it's called. Penguin Tetra, Ruminos, and forgot what that one's called as well. Big round ones, they're the silver dollars. Oh, there's a swordtail there as well. Torpedo barb, that's it. Torpedo barb, the long ones with the red stripe down the middle. My name. General Cheeseburger. Is it racist to name a white rover Michael Jackson? Do you know why I called it Michael Jackson Cheeseburger? Kazan, my dog died today. Can you say R.I.P. Sparky? I can indeed. That's a shame. Poor little Sparky. I have thought this. Why I call him MJ now? Still means Michael Jackson, though, doesn't it? You know why I called it Michael Jackson, Joe. It's nothing to be afraid of, surely. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Can you do that thing where you shake a can of beer, make a hole in the bottom with a pen, and you cover your mouth over the top? No, Windy Miller, I can't. I've never wanted to do that because it's just, that's a silly boy kind of thing, isn't it? And I'm not really a silly boy. Much fun. I see lots of people laugh, even with a sausage, £6 sausage roll. Gosh. Right, I see. Thank you, Kaylee. Guyet means nice person. I've never heard that before. Yeah. Gosh. My dog, yeah, I've done that on K's, and it is very sad. I know Russian word, blat. 900 says it's 12 M. 12, what, midnight? All right, I see. Guyet, or is it pronounced Guyet as well, or Gyat? I think it's pronounced Gyat, isn't it? Is a slang term that is used to express strong excitement, surprise, or admiration. Most used as an exclamation in reaction to seeing a large butt, and may be used by men to mean large butt. That sounds to me like a word that somebody's made up for a circumstance that doesn't really need to happen. But I'll try and remember it. Up late SP. He always goes to bed late though, doesn't it? I've been up since 4 a.m. Chain, is that Chian. My last request, I want to suggest another song. Whatever that is. There's no song called that, I don't think. That looks more like a registration plate. Why don't you eat soup? Asks LS. And the answer is because it's more of a drink, isn't it? So you drink it with a spoon. That's what I would say. Hello to regular people and who have joined the chat, says Andrew Buttigieg. Oh gosh. I agree. Right, okay, Windy Miller. I've got no idea what that is. If a saucepan burns, but no one there is to panic, does it still... If a saucepan burns, but no one there is there to panic, does it burn? Well, what does it burn? More Russian stuff there. Niet. Can you play the song and tell me if you like it or not? Screwdriver. Remember yesterday. My last request. Another song. What are you on about? Screwdriver, elephants. Screwdriver or elephants? What do you mean screwdriver or elephants? Which one's best? No, they're the same ones. They're not the ones I have at work. The ones I have at work are left at work because they're going to get scratched up. And I don't need them very often at work, but I do need them sometimes for seeing small things close up, of course. Is that Arabic, Blair? Because I don't understand that, I'm afraid. Blatant shout out for Simon, says Dino Dad. Well, why not? Why not? Blatant Simon. One for Joe. For anyone here that does YouTube. If there's anybody here that does YouTube as a thing more than just for watching, tell me, and I'll give you a blatant shout out, even if I don't know what it is you're actually doing. Because kind of like that. Is light better than dark, asks Windy Miller. Would light be as good without dark? Or is dark the best because you can't see your dirty patio slabs? That's such a, Windy's questions are so good. Well, let's say, is light better than dark? Yeah, I think light's better because without light, you wouldn't know when there's no light there to appreciate the dark. So you have to like light more. And you can't see dark in the light, and you can't see light, but you can see light in the dark. So, yeah, again, light wins. Light will always win. Did you see that Norman's sister phoned in on Boaty's live stream the other night? Well, right. Yeah. Smashing Pistons equals Simon equals Simply Saucepans. Oh, yeah. Is that what I said once? Simply Saucepans. Might be more like Simply Sausages. Depends on what your patio slabs are like, really. Tyler Kennedy, you should plait your hair and put some lipstick on. Well, if enough people suggested it, I probably would do that. Tyler has come up with your next live stream idea. Don't bother reading this one. The last word is unpronounceable. Tzajli. So I had a go. I'll have a go for you, Simon. There is a British saying that you can't put lipstick on a pig. I don't think it applies to me, though, does it? Are you being serious, Windy Miller? Am I missing out on a conversation that I just don't understand at all? No, you're not here. Jace Matthew says hi. Rochdale Liberation Front is here with my face again. That's it. That is a good picture. Did I have that as a Facebook profile picture once? I think I did, actually. Free Rochdale of the tyranny of saying unpronounceable names. Yes, that's a good idea. Hi, Grandpa, says somebody with an unpronounceable name as well. Or at least Cheap of Rochdale. Ridicule. There's nothing to be afraid of either. Ridicule, there's nothing to be afraid of. Hang on, I recognise that. I recognise those from somewhere as a song. G major sound. Grandpa, get off the damn gram. G major or E minor, which one do you prefer? That's charming. Is everyone having a nice time? Asks Windy Miller. Is your name called Michael? Is your car called Michael Jackson because it likes kids? Oh dear. No, it's not because of that. All right, okay. Back to the Palestine-Israel thing. Camilla's there saying something with an N. I'm having a gay old time, says Dick Dastardly. Hello from Argentina, says Camilla, and welcome to this live stream. Rochdale or Burnley, asks Windy Miller, and that rather depends on what Rochdale or Burnley is. If you're asking which one has the best curries, it's probably going to be Rochdale. If it's a football thing, then I've got no idea. In actual fact, though, you can get decent curries in Burnley as well, I believe. But Rochdale's just so much cheaper. Drizzle or mist? Oh, definitely mist. Definitely mist for me. Bastian Matteo Imbert. Hello. You change, says James Sumner. What does that mean? Don't know. Harry X, do British eat fish and chips a lot? Some do. Some will have fish and chips or a chippy dinner like every day. Often the men that work outside doing manual labour will do chippy dinners quite a lot, because it's there. They're chippies around places where men are working, to encourage them in to fill their little tummies up with stuff that makes them into fat tummies after a while. And it's cheap and it's easy to eat. It doesn't take that long. That's why I reckon, but not everybody is. If soup is a drink, can you put vodka in it? Asks Cheeseburger. Well, I would say yeah. That'd be like a Bloody Mary, wouldn't it? No kids or wife, says Ariex. You changed your top, says James. Well, I didn't change it. I just put this one on because I was feeling a bit nippy, because there's a bit of a breeze coming through the window. It's how we all eat, and squirrels. Parsa Mohammedik. Can you say Shumbul? Shumbul. Right, so are you a Trump fan or Biden? Or could have been neither? And just simply say that American politics is not really my bag. It's not something I ever get myself concerned with. Perhaps I should do, but as far as I see it, there's never going to be a good American politician. Should I say that? Oh, right, okay, there's one. Right, it's okay. Hamadi Gamer and ASMR, you got a subscriber, thank you very much. Oh, I might just mention that as well. You should subscribe, oh yes. Yes, you can enrich your life by subscribing to Mustard in the Kitchen. And, of course, Project Nigel. What's your favourite food to cook and why, asks Kaylee Whaley. Well, my favourite food is probably just curry. Curries are immensely satisfying to make and then eat as well. And of course you can keep them for about a week in the fridge. So there's always something to eat out of a plastic tub. Can pans be made from sauce? Biden, is that the follow through after Trumping? Thanks for a good shout out. Okay, are we there? Are we there? That was ages back. Oh gosh, you're back. That was ages back. Yes, it's Arabic. I think he is a child. So I told him to return to his phone, his mother. Oh, there's a point. James never actually answered my question. What did he? James, rather than being considered as the resident troll, you could answer the question of what do you do for a living? That's what I'd like. Can you say something else, someone else's name, but I think... can you say someone else's name, but think of me whilst doing it? Yeah, I'll have a go. The Greenwood. I was thinking of Windy then. Alicia Ruiz, sunglasses. Berikit. Hi, you're my favourite YouTuber. I've been watching you for ages. Can you shout me out, please? Asks Berikit. Yes, I can. Thank you, Berikit. Thank you for watching. These questions need to be asked. People need to know. Please put lipstick on, says Kaylee Whaley. I haven't got any lipstick. It's not. I've never bought lipstick. So I suppose what I could do is try and make my lips red by pinching them so it would look similar. Berikit, yes. Thank you very much. Sausage pants. No, don't put lipstick on. Creative FHA, you have a new subscriber. Thank you very much. More subscribers for the channel, encouraging me to carry on doing this. I like that. Thank you. I don't know what that means. How thick is the ground in the UK and every British... How thick is the ground in the UK and every British person padded. Could oh gosh, right. Could landmass move? Well, it's not just the UK, is it? Because the UK is. You know, remember underneath the ground there, and a big part of the sea is all part of the same tectonic plate. I can't remember what the UK is actually attached to. It's not attached to mainland Europe, but it's going to be a bit too big for everyone in the UK to jump up and down and make any difference. Can you take your glasses off really fast, says Ujuj. I could, but then I'd be endangering breaking them or smacking the camera, wouldn't I? And I don't want to do that. Dan Peters, evening, Captain. Hope you are well. You've done much this weekend. Oh, you've done much this weekend. You know what? I forget what I've done. I do. I genuinely forget. I'm always moving on to something else. There were a couple of secret things going on, I suppose. Maybe that's why. Mustard in the Kitchen, sponsored by Avon. Millie Pasquill, hello. Blind Bear. Joshua Collett, Bob Dylan. There was recently some research done, and the UK is 33 thick, so won't move. Millie Pasquill, can you say my name? Oh yes. For cat's sake. Project Prox. Give me a shout. Dixon Mays. Welcome, Dixon Mays. Welcome to the live stream. Dick Dastardly says, ridicule is nothing to be scared of. That's the one, yes. Ridicule is nothing to be scared of. Prince Charming, yeah. Shifty Shadow. Name a car for an edit, please. Vauxhall Astra Belmont. Paul called the car Michael Jackson because it was a monkey on his shoulder. Sorry, I'm having to just skip a lot of comments here. My friend has a metal plate in his skull that he got in Burnley. Some football people saw him get into a hire van with the name of the opposing teams written on it and jumped him. I mean, that's why I don't like football, because of things like that. Yeah, that's true. Most of the lads at my work always get the cafe breakfast and lunches, chippies, takeaways. Yeah, it's probably a bit too much. How do you tap dance? They hurt his hands on a metal plate. Is a toasty a sandwich? Is a toasty a sandwich? It is, yeah. It's still a sandwich, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just... was it a gift from the people in Burnley Hospital? Our. I know our nation's greatest treasure. Our says hello. Dino Dad. Ooh, just had Mecca's toasted sandwich, which was a sandwich. So yes, it's a sandwich. I subscribed once, then I became a channel member. It was a whole crazy thing. Says Smashing Pistol. Yeah, you were subscribed to the other channel, didn't you? You can't become a channel member in this one, can you? Not yet. Give me a bit of time. It could happen. Can you say Subaru, says Pingu Concord. Cosmic Kitty Live said you're a troll for targeting her. I don't know who that is. Cosmic Trip, says the governor. I'm taking a break from the Midlands cheeseburger. Are the live streams over here rather than... right, yeah. Well, yeah, I reckon so. The Nigel thing's more for the videos, isn't it? Live streams just seem to work out better here because I'm at home. And for some reason, I just get much better numbers. So I might as well do it here, haven't I? Triple J says, what's the story? Morning Glory. And I'm going to try and catch up actually. Football edits, hello. If you don't have lipstick, then red felt tip will do. It would actually. Football edit says I will subscribe. Good, good. I'd like to hear that. Right. Mustard, I've been watching this rubbish for 3 years now, and I don't know why I bother. Can you shout me out, please? Yes, I can, cheeseburger. Oh, beetroot, yeah. What's it like? Sounds like someone trying to get in. If gravity pulls you towards the earth, how come your hair is always all over the place? Well, the hair's not heavy, is it? And so because hair doesn't have very much mass, it doesn't have a great deal of, well, I'm trying to answer this one properly, aren't I? Hair has little more mass than the air that it's dangling its way through. Great live night all. Oh, okay, Cars with JC is off. Thank you very much for being with me tonight, Joe. If it's static, why does hair... right, okay, yeah, very good. Hair defines centrifugal forces. Goth or emo? Steve Kulg. Cars called MJ because of a drag race. No one can beat it. Oh gosh, that's quite a good one actually. There's something very empowering about a man with Tipex across his face telling telling us ridicule is nothing to be scared of. Sacnon says, I love you. And are you talking to me? Maybe. I used to tap dance until I was almost drowned when I fell in the sink. Very good black lines. Tot, what do you think about England lose in front of Brazil? Is that a football thing again? Eric, it's not boring, just thoughtful and shy. Who's Eric? Gosh, I wonder how far I am from the end here. I kind of want to start again. Eric Deals, I'm just messing with you. Liver or Liver Gaming? OMG, you're live. All right, I think I've got to the bottom there. Have I got to the bottom? I don't know if I have or not. And all this as well, without having the correct thing on. Top chart. I should have been on live chat. Yeah, I should have been. So, I don't speak English because I'm from Newcastle. If you were a potato, which potato would you be and why? I'd be a baked potato, me. Right, let's go to the bottom here. And just say, probably we are 1 hour and 43 minutes in. It's 10:30. I have some little people upstairs that really should be getting off to sleep. So I'm going to have to go and say goodnight, I think. If you pass the Dutch to the left, are you going to get your wheat fed? Right, so, gosh, this is bonkers, the amount of comments coming in here. Yeah, the views are not quite as much as what they have been. And I think, gosh, I can't read that all now. I liked this, press the like button, says Windy Miller. Thank you, Windy Miller. Thank you. And did you press it before you found out whether you liked it or not? Everybody else who's in the live stream right now, if you would be so good as to press the like button, I would appreciate that very, very much. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, could you do that as well if you want to do? And if you still haven't had enough, go on to the Project Nigel channel and subscribe to that, because that is, well, that's one I can certainly say I'm very pleased with. Now then, where's your car t-shirt? It's still on. Right. Oh. Thank you very much. And I'll press the sub button. Thank you very much. Smash that button. I think we've had quite a good one tonight. It's been very entertaining. Thank you very, very much to Cars with JC and the Greenwood for being my moderators. Without you two, this would have been quite difficult. I'll see you, not tomorrow, because definitely you were hippie. Simon, what's he called? Smashing Pistons. He's doing a live stream with his quiz tomorrow night. So go and watch that because I won't be here. So thank you and bye-bye for now.